And this pleasant fantasy lasts as long as it takes for OkCupid to ask me to describe myself vis-a-vis the life cycle of the North Atlantic salmon. I'm not kidding you, the metaphors are not deep. There is A, fry or babies, B, sprat, youth, C, mature, out swimming with the fishes, and D, mature, spawned, has kids, dead. Dead! My life on online dating, already the sad coda to a nature documentary, but this is where my perfect match would say, shh, E, sushi. Now shut down the damn computer and let's do some eating. And I would mumble vague prayers to the gods of algorithm and join her. Three things I hate about gratitude lists. A, they are a kind of vapid, glass half full thing. 2, it smells like New Age Pollyanna. And 3, worst of all, they work. But sometimes I get so fixed on all the great blessings I have that I forget to be grateful for the things that aren't and weren't, and may they never be. I am grateful for every stupid idiot that didn't cross my path today. Oh, weird-looking patch of skin that's not on my face, thank you for the inoperable face cancer you are not. Oh, not out of control city bus, thank you for not hopping the curb and smushing me. I am grateful that every lover I've ever had hasn't been a serial killer. And grateful the question never came up at the time. It would have been awkward. But when I became sick, when all of this beauty grew disability, I had to learn to become grateful for endless tests that told me nothing, but eliminated a whole host of cancers, an alphabet of hepatitis, and even diseases worse than that. I had to turn each of the tests negative into a positive. And now, I don't apologize for being disabled. And if people ask, because they do, so why do you carry the cane around? I either say, well, if I didn't, it would have a hell of a time getting around by itself now. Or if I'm just not having it, I say, shark attack, happy, and walk away. Oh, thank you, unhappy accidents, for every near miss I never saw coming, for every shark that swam by in the night and kept on swimming, for every guardian angel I have worn down to the wing nubs. I am grateful that Facebook does not cause face cancer. I don't know if that's true, but fingers crossed, I'm on Facebook a lot. I'm grateful to the skin of my teeth, to the wire for letting me under one more time. I am grateful for the asteroid that wasn't the size of Nebraska and didn't slam into Earth yesterday, ending all life. This is my song of gratitude to all of creation, for the small odds and little loopholes in my favor, for every horrible thing that could have happened today but didn't. God, just for today, let me be grateful for nothing.
Yes, it's me. I have a song to share with you tonight that's by my favorite singer-songwriter, Cheryl Wheeler. She actually lives nearby, but I first heard her in Virginia at a place called the Birchmere. I was introduced to her by my husband, Tim, and I hadn't heard of her before, and he played me a really beautiful song of hers that blew me away. And he loved her music so much that I was kind of jealous, and I didn't know anything about her at the time, and I was like, who is this hussy with her beautiful voice and her gorgeous lyrics? And then we went to hear her, and it is immediately apparent as soon as she walks out on the stage that she is like a gold star lesbian, and so I felt much better. And then she started to play her music, which was all gorgeous, and then she played this song. And Tim and I had been together only a couple of months, and it was already clear to me that I was falling wildly in love with him, and that it was way too soon for us to be talking about that. And so I wasn't saying anything, which felt like this sometimes. And she sang this song, and it, from beginning to end, makes me think of him. The fine details that she wrote for her wife really fit exactly also with Tim, and I started to cry. And he looked at me and he could see I was crying. He's like, "Why are you crying?" And I'm like, "It's just a very beautiful song." Because otherwise I would have been like, "Because this is how I feel." And you know, he believed me. And didn't realize that, in fact, for me, this song is about him, and it's always about him. And I hope it always will be about him, and I really thank Chris so much for helping me sing it tonight. Feel this wind blow, scatters all these leaves like paper rain. Feel these days roll back into our winter lives again. The tangle at the garden fence is brown and dry. You call me out to point to your November sky. I must have been Gandhi or Buddha or someone like that. I must have saved lives by the hundreds. Everywhere I went, I must have brought rest to the restless, fed the hungry too. I must have done something great to get to have you. And when the cold comes, you are by your fire and fast asleep. I'll turn a light on to watch the snow outside fall soft and deep. And when the winter morning comes all white and blue, we'll watch the dogs run through the field like children do. I must have been Gandhi or Buddha or someone like that. I must have saved lives by the hundreds. Everywhere I went, I must have brought rest to the restless, fed the hungry too. I must have done something great to get to have you. And I suppose stranger things have come to pass. Many's the forest I can't see. I was so down and lost and fading fast. How did you find your way to me? Oh, I must have been Gandhi or Buddha or someone like that. I must have saved lives by the hundreds. Everywhere I went, I must have brought rest to the restless, fed the hungry too. I must have done something great to get to have you. I must have done something great.
I'm lucky too, Chris. Oh, care. You're lost inside your houses. There's no time to find you now. While your walls are burning and your towers are turning, I'm gonna leave you here and try to get down to the sea somehow. The road is filled with homeless souls. Every woman, child, or man who has no idea where they will go, but they'll help you if they can. Now everyone must have some thought. It's gonna pull them through somehow. Oh, the fires are raging hotter and hotter, but the sisters of the sun are gonna rock me on the water now. Rock me on the water, sister, won't you soothe my fevered brow? Oh, rock me on the water, I'll get down to the sea somehow. Oh, people, look among you. It's there your hope must lie. There's a seabird above you, gliding in one place, like Jesus in the sky. We all must do the best we can, and then hang on to that gospel cloud. When my life is over, gonna stand before the Father, but the sisters of the sun are gonna rock me on the water now. Rock me on the water, sister, won't you soothe my fevered brow? Oh, rock me on the water, and maybe I'll remember how. Rock me on the water, the wind is with me now. Oh, rock me on the water, I'll get down to the sea somehow. Gonna get down to the sea